Hello there. Yeah, I thought I'd do a video. I haven't done one for a while. I've been busy. Those that might follow the channel will remember that I got made redundant some point last year and managed to get another job. But I spent a lot of time, getting into understanding the role and what have you. And it's been quite busy, but always as I do. I spend a lot of time here in my spare time listening to music, and yeah. Yeah, a bit of an update with regards hi-fi, and I'll come to that in a bit. But also, I'm putting a load of records away. I got this habit of when I come home, have a bit of tea. I'll come in here and I want to play some music, and I just take the record off a shelf and I play it, and then I won't put it back where it came from. So I leave them stack up, and then after about 7, 10 days, I'll have a stack of records I gotta put away. So, but there you go. That's what I tend to do. Just show you a few things, few records here. Now that I've been listening to. There are. It's a great album. Herbie Hancock, Thrust. Yeah, great stuff. I like a lot of Herbie Hancock's music. I listen to quite a bit of jazz. This is Max Roach, percussion, bittersweet. Uh, Great album. Something quite different. This is really good. I like Tangerine Dream, Stratosphere. Got quite a bit of Tangerine Dream in my collection. There we are. Something different again. There we are. Spirit of Eden. It's an album by Talk Talk. Really, really good album. Yeah, the reason for the video, just as an update, I like to swap my speakers in my system every now and then. I have got a pair of Epos ES 14s, which I've had for a while. I really, really enjoy what they bring to my system, and I like, I'll have them in my system for, say, for 6 weeks, and then after that, I'll swap them out and I'll put my Riga RX3s in, and I can appreciate then the additional refinement that those speakers bring. But it's good, I find, to do this because I also like swap. I have a couple of different cartridges, and I swap my cartridges around as well. They'll be in my system for like a few months at a time, really, and then I might swap them out for another one, and I'll swap it back after a few months. And currently, I'm trying different speaker cables, so and it is. I think it's a good exercise, I find, anyway, for myself, because it helps me evaluate what each component can bring to my system, the strengths, the limitations. Gets me to understand really the what I have in my system, and yeah. So looking at my speakers situation, though, my Epos ES 14s, which I've had for a while, they developed a fault a while ago now, and I thought that I fixed the fault. It certainly seemed to work okay for a while, but more recently I've discovered that I'm pretty sure that one of the speakers are rubbing. I've taken the speaker out. I think it's beyond me to fix it this time, to be honest. And all it does, it basically, on certain frequency, it causes a distortion. Very slight, but I know it's there. It's annoying enough to realize it's there, and on those frequencies, it's going to not be what it should be. So yeah, so for now, I've put them to one side. Something that I look at again, and I'll probably get them fixed at some point properly, and I don't know, see what happens. So Yeah, I've managed to sell a few things and managed to obtain a little bit of disposable income. So I bought some records as I do, some CDs. And I thought, well, why don't I get another pair of speakers? And because at the moment I'm not able to swap them out, and I like swapping things around. So I'm in the market for looking for a pair of speakers. So I don't want another pair of floor standing speakers because I got a pair. I really haven't got the space to store them to one side when they're not in use. So I'm looking for a pair of stand mounts. Now, have had stand mount speakers in this room before. I really enjoyed having them. And I had them for a very long time when I was in a different part of the property where the room was a lot smaller. And they really worked well in that room. And that was a pair of ProAx speakers that were excellent. But after I moved down to this room, I thought, well, let's try a pair of full standing speakers. And it meant I had to sell the ProAx and I bought a pair of Riga RX3 speakers, which I've been pleased with. So now I'm looking for another pair of stand mount speakers so that I can swap them out and change my speakers every now and then. So yeah, so in terms of what I'm looking for, I'm not one for spending thousands of pounds on a hi-fi component. So I'd be going into the second-hand market, and it's always a risk buying speakers or buying anything for a hi-fi system, because I may or may not like what I bought after a while. And so I'm looking at the price range of anything between £250 to £400 used, and I should be able to get something quite good on the used market within that price range. So it's interesting really scouring the market to see what's available and what people are selling, and looking at the forums and seeing what people are selling in terms of speakers and what have you. So yeah, a few things have caught my eye a little bit, but I've yet to actually commit to being absolutely sure on what I want. But what I'm certainly searching for is a pair of stand mount speakers that can do bass well, and that can be quite challenging because you're looking at the frequency range of speakers specified, and my guess is they won't go very low in terms of bass. So I will certainly end up integrating my subwoofer to work with them. I use a BK subwoofer, which I've managed to get the grips of setting it up and integrating it well, and having the Epos ES14s and the Riga RX3s and working hard with the subwoofer to try and work out the best settings. I don't use any sort of DSP software or anything like that. But I've after a lot of time, and I'm talking now, I've had the subwoofer for a long time now. It's taken a lot of time to work out the best way to integrate them with different speakers in terms of placement and in terms of settings. So my guess is I'll need to go through all that exercise again with a new pair of stand mounts. But it's all interesting stuff. It's all about, I guess, working with my system and working out how to get the best out of it, and it's great fun along the way as well. So yeah, what really is important as well, and what I really like about good stand mount speakers, is their ability to image really well in terms of on really good recordings. That ability they've got to almost as if they're not there, the speakers, and this create this wonderful sort of believable image then of seeing like a real good sound stage, being produced from the image in between and beyond, and the speaker planes and the depth as well. And yeah, so another thing is I don't want a speaker. I don't like things that sound too bright. That's another thing that I'm reading up on and listening to reviews and reading reviews and listening to people's experience trying different speakers and what have you. So I've managed to like got a few things in mind that I'm considering and I'm looking at. So what I'll do another video when I've managed to try and get something in and show you what speakers I've managed to find and explain the price and what have you. Like I say, it is always a risk buying something without first having a demonstration of the component or whatever. But you know, in the type of price range I'm looking at, 250 to 400, I guess, if I use them, and if I don't like them, then I can probably move them on and sell them on and look for something else. So, but I want to take my time over it, make sure I get something that I'm pretty sure I'm going to like, and see how I get on, really. So, yeah, in the meantime, thanks for watching the video again, and I'll do another video soon to let you know how I get on. Thank you. Bye-bye.